Hello, now we're going to see some more advanced techniques in order to use the part design in Freecad. So I opened the Freecad again here and I'm doing a new part and going to the part design. Right, in the part design we are going to use the sketcher. You can also directly jump to the sketcher, but it's easier to go first to the part design in order to see how it is evolving. So I'm creating a body and a sketch. So I'm choosing a sketch, doesn't matter which I choose. So for example, that one, and then saying okay. Now I'm in this plane, so I'm seeing it on this plane the X and Y. If I want to, I can show the grid, of course. Sometimes it's a bit nicer to see it. And then now we are going to use something which is a polyline, right? So here on top you can see the polyline. And if I hit the polyline, I can start doing different points, and technically speaking, between all these points it is creating a line. So that's the polyline. So what you see here is somehow if I just start like slowly going to the vertical, it is also putting a constraint. So that's technically speaking the nice part of having the automatic constraints on the left. If I'm done, so I can always like do a couple of this kind of stuff. If I'm done, I can go out by hitting the escape button. So this is the escape button. It is showing me something funny, but this is how it shows. So the escape button is technically breaking and stopping this multiline. If I want to do again, I can immediately start doing the same stuff again, because the last command that I use is still on the mouse, as you see. So if I want to get rid of it, I can use escape. So if I don't want to have this anymore, but I just want to have the normal mouse, I'm going to use the escape button again. All right. So now I have the mouse, so I can just select stuff and then use delete and delete them, or I can choose many of them and then also use delete. Okay, so I'm going to delete everything. So I'm going to use again the polyline. Alright, so now I'm going to do something more nicer, more structured, and something like that, for example, like an L. If I want to have something, okay, so if I go back and then snap this one, it will be already done. So I'm going to show you some more advanced possibilities. So I'm going to delete this again. Oh, sorry, escape. So now I can choose them and then delete it. So if I want to do something more advanced, for example, so if I do something like this, for example, just before ending it, I can hit Control and M, and it is changing. You see, I can do like at the same time 2 lines. I can also do again Control M, then it is also again changing. I can do like one more, it is changed. So there are like more possibilities. If I use Control M, I can change from the multi-line a multi-arc kind of solution. So if you do a little bit of practice, it can be pretty handy to use this. Technically speaking, you can also do it first one line and then use arc like this one here on top, or this one here. Okay, there are some different options to this. So I can make it a little bit more nice looking, like a round one. I can use a fillet here. For example, I can choose these 2 ones and then put a fillet there. And you see I have 8 degrees of freedom. So there are a lot of constraints that I need to use. These are technically the dimensions that I need to use. One dimension is of course like this line. So this is maybe 10 millimeters. And then also I need to use the line, this dimension here. Okay, let's put it 45. And what I need is this curvature. I didn't say anything about the curvature. I can use here the constraint on arc. And 345, why not? But if I don't like where they are, so I can use I can hit the escape, and then I see the mouse here, and I can just put somewhere else. Okay, and probably I also need, you see now I have degrees of freedom 5, so it's getting lower. So I can also put this one if I want. I don't have to put everything. If I'm happy with it, if I say yeah that's enough, I don't care with having them all, I can still say close. So now I have a sketch here which is not fully constrained, but I can still do a path. Okay, so I have extruded. I can make longer. It is updating every time I'm changing it. Okay, so I'm making it a little bit longer and say here. Okay, so now we have the body here. So what I can do now on the body is I can create a pocket. So here I'm selecting a surface. By the way, I can use Alt and then rotate it, or I can use Shift and then replace it, or I can use like other methods here. It depends on what kind of mouse you are using. So on the bottom here you can choose whatever you want to use. I'm using like a touchpad or a normal mouse, and this is the easiest by using these buttons. Okay, so I can also use these ones here in order to rotate.